Here's what I love is that you can hear him singing before the Buckeye football game. I'm sitting there in Ohio Stadium going, wait, I know this. Buckle up, buckle up.
Yes, our buddy, our friend, A Good Day Columbus, Mekka Don. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys for having me.
Hey,
I love
so
being here.
we talked about it a bunch when your big song was released.
Yeah.
You got to perform it and go and meet a bunch of cool people and do a bunch of cool things from it. So talk about where we are now and what else you have going on.
Yeah, so that's Buckle Up was just an amazing thing. Before the season even started, we had a feeling that it might be a big song, of course, but then also that it could be a great season. And so we decided, my partner Alan Rafiq and I decided that we were going to shoot a documentary to kind of follow along the season, follow how Buckle Up kind of progressed throughout the season, but then also follow the Buckeyes. And we thought it would be a cool thing, even if we didn't win, that it would just be a cool thing to follow. But if we do win, oh my God.
And we did win, so there you go.
Yes, now you're talking pop culture, right?
And you can say maybe it was the Buckle Up energy, just
Yeah,
a little bit.
there it is.
Just a little bit.
You never know. And I'll take it. And so it's been amazing it was amazing to follow that along, kind of the progress of Buckle Up and performing it on Fox Big Noon Kickoff and kind of how it permeated into the community. But then also kind of the parallel story happening at the same time of the Buckeyes and them buckling up and kind of going through their ups and downs and their trials and tribulations and eventually coming out on top. So we shot a documentary. We have players from the team, Lathan Ransom, Denzel Burke did interviews, Curtis Grant from the 2014 team, Shelly Meyer, Urban Meyer. You'll see all kinds of people in this documentary.
A lot of people involved.
Oh, yeah. Coming out June 16th.
Like you said, it really exploded from just locally to nationally. You're there singing it on the Big Noon Kickoff, and that was wonderful watching you with that. Now you've written a book also. Tell us about that.
That's it. Actually, Buckle Up. The Playbook just came out today. These copies are for you
Perfect.
guys.
Thank you.
And this book is
cute.
Thank you. It's a small book, but it's a effective book, and it really just goes through kind of a little bit of my story and tips that have helped me along the way as I've, tried to navigate, trying to become successful, overcoming self-doubt, which a lot of us have, and people don't talk about a lot. But also just, the perseverance and the grit that it takes to kind of, keep going. And Gene Smith was gracious enough to do the foreword for the book. Pretty exciting, but it literally just came out today on Amazon. So make sure you go get that. Buckle Up the Playbook on Amazon.
I love it. And there is something to be said about it. There is self-doubt. You look at people, we live in this world where we're constantly comparing, looking at people on Instagram or wherever else and thinking like, oh, that person's got this going on or this, that, and the other. And there is always a backstory. And
100%.
being nervous about maybe putting your art out there. I mean, putting your song out into the universe.
Definitely. And, listen, last week I saw Steph Curry talking about self-doubt. Now, he has imposter syndrome sometimes. I'm like, Steph Curry?
We all have it. Everybody.
Imagine. So we all do, and I think that it's one of the things that people don't talk about. And like you said, in the social media era, you're seeing everybody's kind of highlights on their social media. And so we're always comparing ourselves to what we're seeing. But, people aren't necessarily always being honest with what they're truly going through.
What do you think was one of the most surprising things from your standpoint about just doing this song and the Buckeye community in general?
Oh, wow. I think the how it resonated through every single demographic and age group. So I have literally videos of 2-year-olds dancing to it, all the way to like 85-year-olds.
I love it.
I'm like, this is crazy. So the fact that it really permeated and resonated with everybody, I think, in the community was so exciting to see.
Yeah, and you've got the book now. The documentary, you've got a private screening, but it's going to be released to the public. When is that going to? When can we check that out?
It's going to be released next Monday, so June 16th on my YouTube, youtube.com/Mekka Don Music. It'll be released. And we have a private screening this week for some some select guests.
What was it like, that process of seeing the documentary go from an idea to actually being something that people could watch and enjoy? Yeah,
it's amazing. I think the creative process a lot of times is the most exciting part. It's actually kind of anticlimactic when you finish it. Like I mentioned, Alan Rafiq is my business partner and the producer, and just one of the most talented people. And through working with him, we actually developed a relationship and a friendship and a bond, and we were excited about working the wee hours of the morning and that type of thing. So now that it's kind of come to a close, it's like,
now what do we do?
Now what do we do? So I'm very excited, obviously, to put it out and for the world to see it. But at the same time, it's kind of like, all right, I need to get back to something else. What's next for the creative energy?
And I don't want to forget about Juice either, because that kicked off the 10 years ago, the national championship.
So that's actually part of the documentary as well. And Curtis Grant, he spoke on that in the documentary. He was the captain of the 2014 team. and kind of connect. He said, hey, wait, I just thought about something. Every time you release an anthem, it looks like we might win a national championship.
Which was exactly what I was getting to. When are you releasing the new song?
You know
Next week, the week after? Because we got an important season
We
coming
need to get on this.
Too much pressure. Too much pressure, you know. So I don't know. I may never do one again.
No.
We'll see, because I don't want to ruin my streak. But you know, I mean, it's been a fun thing to be associated with that kind of good luck. I'd rather be on that side of things than the other
for
side.
sure.
Yes.
Yes,
for sure.
love it. Okay, so the documentary comes out next Monday, the 16th. You'll have that on your YouTube page. Where can people get your book? Just remind them.
Yep, at Amazon.com. There's a paperback version and the Kindle version is available today. Amazon.com.
Good gift
Buckle
for
up,
Buckeye
Playbook.
lovers out
That's
there.
it. Oh
right.
my gosh, yeah, some good stuff in there.
Always good catching up with you.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk to you in the fall when football season's kicking off
I got to
again.
figure out a way to get back to you guys. I love hanging out with you
Hey,
guys.
we will have you back anytime you want. Hey,
Anytime.
congratulations on everything. It really has been cool to watch your journey.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I really do.